You said earlier that you felt like the man had become sassy in this generation or the dating market. What things do are you running into that you really feel that way behind?
When I say sassiness, I'm not trying to say that those are the type of men that I date. I'm just
Okay.
speaking on, yeah, I'm just speaking on conversations that I have, not basically off of social media and what I'm seeing on social media, because you can't believe everything, but just having conversations with my girlfriends, female friends, cousins, et cetera, et cetera. Um, and when I say sassy, it's not a sassy of you're giving me gay vibes or what have you, but it's this space of who's leading, who's not
Lack of
leading.
masculinity.
Yeah, it's just that like I want to feel like you're leading and I'm safe with you and I'm not having to ask you of certain things. You know, I mean, there are women that want men to lead. Um, to make those choices and decisions. And again, I don't have a problem being submissive. It's nice when you don't have to think and you can just say, let me go ask my husband or let me go ask my boyfriend. There are women that crave that and we're seeking that. But it's just, you have some men out there that will give it, and then you have some men that are just not interested. But like we've all been discussing, you know, you just pick and choose what you want to give those needs and desires to.
Do you think that your do you think and this is not to say anything about your friends and all, but do you think they are in relations with men long enough to even determine that?
Yes. I've had friends that have been in relationships for years, even married for years, straight out of high school or straight out of college. And like we were been talking about the person evolving and changing and transitioning, and you're kind of seeing this person maybe a little bit differently. And those wants and those desires and those needs are kind of switching up. I don't agree with divorcing with somebody transitioning and changing because we grow as we're a teenager into adulthood. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Can you give me an example? Like, because I don't know exactly what that means. Because one thing that I've known
Mhm.
about marriage and relationships is that people change over time. Like and I often say this: it takes a lifetime to get to know your wife. It takes a lifetime to get to know your husband because you don't know how they're going to handle different seasons in life. You don't know
Right.
how they're going to handle death. You don't know how they're going to handle potentially the loss of a child, childbirth, having a child, losing a parent, old age. So can you give me an example of this change or something that they may have done that may make someone believe that they're, so to speak, sassy, if that makes sense?
I will say I had a friend that they were high school sweethearts, got married out of college, and just showing these traits of we've been together for so long, and I think it's this place of complacency. As a man, he just was not providing those needs and those wants, and just kind of like I think Empress you had mentioned, and also wife school, just kind of sitting back and not really providing because he's been providing for all of these decades. And
So
she's just kind of feeling like I don't have a problem of serving, but I'm finding that the roles are kind of becoming reverse
what?
as
Hold
we
on.
Do you think her lifestyle because the older people tend to get right. You
Mhm.
have people who expand their lifestyle and start to view some luxury items or luxury things as necessities. Do you
Mhm.
think that could have played a part on it? Like when they first got together, his income was enough to support the lifestyle they lived. But as she grew, she felt she needed, I don't know, maybe they went on one trip a year. Now she wants to go on two trips. Maybe she was happy with one bag or no bag. Now she saw a friend get a bag. Do you think that's what's happening, or is it something different than that? Because I heard you say need and wants.
Yeah, I would probably say without saying too much, emotional stability, also the wandering eye, I
Mm.
think kind of drifting off.
So in terms of masculinity, and
Mhm,
I think I understand what you're saying when
mhm,
you say the roles were reversed.
mhm.
She being a man, she leading, she's getting everything started. She's the vision, and then he's taking the back seat. I see that a lot in guys too, unfortunately. Well, isn't it fair that women in this climate, particular this climate dating, should show men grace that are coming into the relationships with a lack of masculinity, just
Mhm.
off the strength that the women are electing, and it might not be intentionally, but
Yeah.
women are electing to raise these kids without the necessary tool, the necessary resource, which is the father,
Mhm.
to make sure that those guys are masculine coming out of the household into relationships. Those the guys that's coming into the dating market should get some type of grace because the women are actually predisposing them to having a lack of masculinity. So, do you think that women should show more grace to men?
I
But
mean, me personally, I do think some women they do need to show grace. Empress B, we know, sometimes some women, I'm like, you are like a dog with a bone. Like this, all this man did was say hello. All he did was introduce himself. All he did was ask you your name. What do you like to do? And you're automatically coming in being defensive, right? You're not even giving that man grace. But again, I have to talk about those traumas, that PSC, whatever past experiences you've dealt with men in the past, you are bringing it into this new relationship and you are just penalizing men that they're not even trying to marry you tomorrow. They're just asking you, what is your name? Would you like to go out? And you're automatically just judging him from the jump. I don't like that. I have seen women be so disrespectful. A man who's just like, I want to buy you a drink. I'm not trying to get your number. I'm just trying to do something nice. He doesn't always want something, right? And I'm not just saying this to say this. I'm just saying from what I've seen in just my years of dating and being in relationships. Women have to stop coming off so defensive and so nasty and being demeaning to men and breaking their masculinity. It's not cute. Women like to show off in front of their friends too. I see that as well. Will, are you going to ask me or are you going to tell me what I should give you the answer to be?
No, I asked you. I didn't tell you anything. I asked her. I asked Wife School. I asked Empress, and I asked you. I didn't tell them, so why would I tell you?
Okay. I'm just asking because
I mean, how did you come to that? How did you draw to that question?
because you asked the question and the ladies answer, but you're telling them no. That's not what I'm saying. It's like you want us to give you an answer that you're thinking of.
Well, Miss Wife School said yes, and I just asked her why don't she have them. Miss Empress said it's kind of in between. That's why we had that long dialogue. I didn't tell them their answers was wrong. I didn't tell Wife School her answer was wrong. I just asked her why don't she have them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hold on, come on now, come on. You got a PhD now. Now I know you didn't hear me tell this woman that she was wrong.
all right, Mr. Will, but you also didn't let me land. I continuously had to ask you, can I please land? Can I please land?
Well, hold on. I wasn't the only one talking, so don't.
It
My
was
man,
mainly,
Get back on
my
track,
it
y'all.
man.
was mainly
Hold on, y'all.
Okay,
Hold on.
JR,
Hold on.
you can go ahead and you can move on because
we're all adults here.
myself, Empress, and I we have to hop off at midnight.
Ooh. Well, could you answer before you go? Because I just want to hear it, and I'll jump off, so I won't interrupt the party anymore.
No, I'm straight. You can go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate it, Jr. Oh, I had one more question, Jr. If I may, before I go, I wanted to know what these ladies meant by elevate the person that you're with. Like, I don't. What do they mean by that? I don't think Sportscom gonna answer it because she already done checked out on me. So maybe Empress and Wife School can answer it.
Elevate as in pour into one another and allow each other, give each other the space and the grace to grow, and also providing the things that are a part of your strengths to fill in the gaps in like with their weaknesses to bolster them as a person. That's what elevate means. And it doesn't always have to be around tangible stuff that people are so high strung off of. It's not about a bag and income, but it's about spiritual, mental, emotional spaces in one's life.
I think Wife School said that he has to come already elevated, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
Like when y'all, one of you ladies said that the man has to come already put together.
That wasn't me.
You probably read in the comments.
No, one of you ladies said it on the panel. I don't remember who said it, but y'all said a man has to come. Maybe it was Sportscom. I mean, am I tripping? Trev, did somebody?
I didn't.
No, it was absolutely said. I remember hearing that.
I've dated all kinds of men. I've dated men with 4 children,
Hey,
4 different
hey,
women. I've dated blue-collar,
y'all have.
white-collar athletes, et cetera, et cetera. So I did not say that.
I didn't say neither one of you ladies said it. I said I thought it. I mean, I said I thought it was wife school, but if she didn't say it, I don't know. I know one of you ladies said it, but you know what? It don't matter. Signing off. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening. I appreciate it. Hey, JR, thanks for sending me the link. I wish we could have got a little bit greasier, but you know, I'm gonna just go clean the
Pause.
kitchen up for y'all.
No ditto.
Y'all take it easy.